Hey guys, it's Nick. Thanks for tuning into another battle report. This is game 3 at Brothers Grimm. So we did some wood elves and we played against some dark elves. So now we're going to play against some Skaven. So this is a 2,500 point game versus Skaven. The opponent I played was a pretty cool guy. He's also in charge of their gaming club. I think it's called Turn 7, which is pretty cool. And they have like jerseys and they're all got their own like dice sets and they head out and go to all the tournaments. So cool group of gamers and something I'm interested in maybe checking out or signing up for. But we're doing a Blood and Glory essentially, which is great for these two Skaven armies because they just need to go collide into each other. And essentially, if you win, you get 10 points. Draw is 5 points, but you need to break your opponent. Secondary objective is win by 300 victory points more. Tertiary is get a core unit into your enemy's deployment. So for my opponent's deployment, we essentially both deployed on the 15-inch line and kept ourselves within 9 inches of the edge. But we did protect our corners, so we didn't have any scouts because we both have gutter runners, but we got our help at abomination conversion, rank and file plague monks, slaves pretty deep, the doom wheel, a nice horde of storm vermin with a chieftain or two, the Grey Seer, and then we have a unit of clan rats and then a unit of slaves. I forget which is which, but I think all the way to the left is the slaves. There's rat darts scattered around and there's a lightning cannon within the building. And I'll probably do a video after this is all done on the bell, because I think I might bring the bell to Crossroads. Not sure yet, but if I do, I have to decide who's pushing it. So it's a pretty interesting topic whether you go clan rats or storm vermin. I don't remember which spells either of us rolled up, but we'll just say it's a mix of Skaven spells and the dreaded 13th. Again, I forgot to swap it out at the last moment. I did it because we were just talking about the spells. I was like, holy shit, the dreaded 13th. Why do I keep forgetting about this spell? So, not on my Magic A game, but so we go ahead and he takes turn 1, which is pretty good because we're so close. At this point, I want his random move stuff to get up so I can deal with it quickly. For some reason, I missed a lot of photos in this game, so I'm just going to kind of piece it all together and hope you get the idea of it. Just waves and waves of rats. But here's a good old rookie mistake. I don't know what the hell I was doing here. My gutter runners are deployed in his arc for that bus of clan rats or slaves, whatever it is. So he goes ahead and charges then. I'm not going to flee. I'm just going to take it, counter shoot, and maybe do some damage. He marches his army up, and the Doom Wheel is just slightly ahead of the rest of the infantry. I don't have a picture of it, but his Hell Pit Abomination also moves up nice enough so that I can hit it next turn with my Hell Pit and Doom Wheel, maybe kill it. Here, 5 wounds is done to it by the Lightning Cannon to the furnace. But also, I guess nothing happened in Magic, so I apologize. I'm all mixed up here. So in combat, it looks like 2 gutter runners die. They go and turn and flee, but they don't catch me. I did kill, I guess it looks like 6 guys of his from either counter shooting or combat, but not looking too good, and I'm on an angle, so I'm probably going to run off the table if I don't flee. But hooray, I do rally and get my rat dart wedged in there, so maybe he can't charge me. But there's really no hope because, honestly, however he charges me, he should be overrun, but I tried. And finally, a shot that shows the battlefield. This is what's going down. He's got some rats hiding behind that wall. My 50 slaves are going to go after them. I got my warp fire thrower going to shoot at those slaves at some point. The engineer's out so he could doom rocket something. Rat dart doing nothing. The clan rats, I've just got so many clan rats. The bunker's going to be doing nothing. So the Grey Seer and the BSB are in the big unit of clan rats in the middle there. The slaves out to the side to either deal with the Doom Wheel to protect my flank. I mean, if he charges them, the Plague Monks, they're unbreakable at this point. I'm not worried about it, them running, but at least I can flank charge the Doom Wheel. So, and you can see all the way to the right that I've got these guys here in combat. Between impact hits, I'm feeling confident, and with my lightning bolts, I should be able to kill him, but we'll see what happens. I didn't mention this, but it should be quite obvious that the Plague Monks are engaged in close combat with the Storm Vermin. I was able to get a charge on, and honestly, with there only being like 18 inches in between us since deployment, it was bound to happen quickly. The Wither card is down, so it looks like I was able to get magic off. So I believe the Storm Vermin. You can see where the engineer is in between the warp fire thrower and the rat dart. He goes ahead and rolls 4 dice onto the slave unit that's behind the wall with his doom rocket, which is pretty fair. It's about 14 inches away, but I over roll it so high. I roll like 3 6s. I end up actually hitting the building that the lightning cannon's in, which is pretty crazy, and doing a wound, which doesn't help me because it's only 1 wound, but interesting. The lightning cannon goes for this shot right here. I don't remember what the strength rolls were. I don't end up wounding the doom wheel itself, but I end up killing a handful of the slaves, which is nice. So here I got 2d6 strength 6 impact hits, and I rolled 3. And then he proceeds to like regen like 2 of them. So he takes like no wounds, which is frustrating, but he ends up losing combat. And even with his stubborn leadership 8, he flees. I run him down with both the Hell Pit and the Doom Wheel, but you can see I open myself up to maybe some flank charges. Or maybe not, with these surprise rats that popped up. Since the Hellpit Abomination died, we rolled to see what happened, and some giant rats decided to come flying out of its ass or something. I don't know how that works, but yeah, big bag of rats. Ugh, and then this happens. Oh my gosh. Remember that entire movement tray was full of storm vermin, so I did kill a lot of them. I forget if Wither was on them, but nonetheless, there were about 50 guys in there. The furnace had 5 wounds on it already, so it wasn't too hard to kill it outright. But even though I smashed him in kills, I mean, he did kill a lot of monks, he's still unbreakable with the bell there. So there's an assassin hiding in this unit that never comes out, or doesn't come out yet, I should say. But yeah, this was a total mess. The Plague Priest is still down there, and a huge grind going down. So I got some impact hits, but didn't make too much of a difference. Over here, these rats are just scruffling around. Yeah. So for enemy Skaven turn, these guys get re-ranked into ranks of 10. That Doom Wheel flanks the Plague Monks. Then the slaves or clan rats up there just hide behind that wall. These guys to the far left flank will charge the giant rats. Plague Monks will flank charge the Doom Wheel. Into magic, nothing really happens. The bell does things throughout the game, but it's nothing substantial from what I can remember. No scorches got off, or like everyone gets an extra attack or anything evil like that. But I'm not quite sure what happened here. But the Doom Wheel has fled, and I think he just reforms to not come after me. I don't remember. These little guys just wrap around to come play with the slaves. And here's just another shot of the battlefield. It's a total grind with the monks and the storm vermin. We have fairly identical lists in terms of how many guys are on the field, but the thing is, though, he's got extra points in heroes because of the bell and the assassin hiding in the bell unit. But yeah, neither of us are really dying to get our other units into combat, but we're really hinging on the big star units. And then you might have noticed over here to the side, these guys came on and they're going to start attacking the shooting and then charging in subsequent turns against the lightning cannon. The rat dart falls and the gutter runners are taking another charge, so yeah. This combat is still a mess. I no longer have my plague banner, so I'm not rerolling my missed hits and missed wounds. I am able to grind down that unit to like 1 or 2 storm vermin, and then there's a few heroes, and like I have to direct attack against the heroes, and honestly with my T3 my strength 3 guys, it's not easy. It's kind of annoying actually. So the Doom Wheel actually dies, which is great, and although he ends up actually winning combat somehow through kills and whatnot, I still have 3 ranks and steadfast and reroll leadership 10 tests with my BSP, so I end up staying. In my turn, the Hellpit Abomination decides to go on into these Plague Monks here on a flank charge. And here's just another shot of the battlefield. You could see even more storm vermin are being pulled off the back there. And yeah. I make some meaning removes. I shuffle my slaves up to protect the flank of these Plague Monks. I don't want those slaves getting in there. Even though it would feed me combat res, I just don't want to deal with that. And then my bunker unit turns around to face the lightning cannon. This way, if for some reason the gunner runners don't kill it, I can charge them and try to kill them. Alright, so I think I finally get Wither off. I think that's what it is. I knew it happened at some point. Maybe the card was down because earlier in the game I tried to cast it, but he dispelled it. But now I think I got it, which is great because it can also kill the heroes. There's like 2 engineers in there, a BSB, and then I think at this point the assassin has popped out and started killing my Plague Priest. Man, the Warp Fire Thrower, I like barely get to use it when I use this list. It's just like a waste of points, but when it gets down, it does awesome. Like this is a perfect shot, a nice solid 6 inches into that slave unit, and it just halves it, which is great. The issue I have though is like it was slaves, but like in another game with like I was trying to get like those witch elves in the last game, oh that would have been great. But I don't know, it's just a close range weapon. I don't know how I feel about it. It's great that it can counter shoot. This way I could stick it in front of the unit and they could charge me and I can counter shoot. But you know, Warp Fire Thrower is also pretty dangerous in terms of when it misfires, it just blows up and kills your own shit. Pretty nasty. My lightning cannon hasn't been charged yet by the gutter runner, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot the building there and knock out his lightning cannon. And then the main combat. Ugh, I got him down to like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes, and then like the champion, and then of the storm vermin. So he still has the points for the unit, and then I had met the point where I have to direct certain attacks against certain heroes, and honestly, as many strength 3 attacks as I can get doesn't do anything to his armor or ward saves, so it's painful to watch. And these guys go ahead and take care of the gutter runners. They'll be back next turn. So in his turn, he goes ahead and charges the lightning cannon. Half of the bunker unit's gone. I think it might have gotten scorched. Some spell got it. And yeah, so they're still around, but he's going to kill the lightning cannon, no problem, overrun it, and be out of my line of sight. The Hell Pit Abomination is not doing too hot. Between last turn with D6 impact hits, this turn with D6 stomps, and D6 stomps last turn, and his freaking feed, he only kills 10 guys over the course of 2 combats, which is terrible. And he takes a wound, and then he goes ahead and reforms to face me, and then he's going to use the Plague Banner next turn, which is going to be rough. 3 slaves and a base of giant rats, or rat swarms, go ahead and drop here. The Warp Fire Thrower gets shot down by magic or something. And then finally, the Hell Pit Abomination gets some work done. He takes 2 more wounds, but at least that unit's getting crushed. However, I don't get points for it. We only get through like 4 or maybe 5 turns because we ran out of time with the tournament. But this is how everything turns out. So, I get all the Stormverm unit. I kill the engineers that are in the unit, but I mean, they're not worth a lot of points. You can see that the BSB is dead. I actually end up killing him, which is cool. So he's got an assassin and Gracier left, which is, you know, fair. I get points for the storm vermin. I'm able to kill them. He gets point for the furnace. I get points for his Hell Pit Abomination. He gets points for my Doom Wheel that fled off the field and my Gutter Runners. We both kill each other's lightning cannons. It ends up being like a tie in points. It's a real grind. Neither of us were able to pull out the victory here, so we end up tying across the board, which for primary objective, neither of us were able to break each other, so we tied. We get 5 points for that. Neither of us beat each other by 300 victory points, so we drew on that, so it was 3 points each. And then neither of us got a core unit into our enemy's deployment, so we each walk away with, looks like 9 points out of 20, so who cares? It was a fun game. I haven't really seen Skaven versus Skaven ever, I think. I never really played a situation like this, but it was a really cool game, great guy, fun tournament nonetheless, so... But I end up walking away with a win, a loss, and a tie, so I'm happy. Definitely fun time. And I'll revisit these photos quick, just the custom-made Hell Pit Abomination. It was a kit from I don't remember where, but it also mixed in like some spawn bits and some other stuff, so pretty cool looking. So thanks for watching, guys. I know that might have not been the most interesting game, Skaven versus Skaven, because I mean, we only really got 2 big units into combat, but hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.